Hey everybody, this is Andrew Ramirez and I got a question for you. Have you ever wondered what a bunny rabbit has to do with Easter? Well, I think I found some answers, and the answer, I think, is it represents second chances. How many of you would like a second chance at something? I'm going to give you an opportunity to take a second chance. But first, a quote. Albert Einstein said, "All religions, arts, and sciences are branches of the same tree. All of these aspirations are directed towards ennobling man's life, lifting it from the sphere of mere physical existence and leading the individual towards freedom." Isn't freedom something that we all yearn for? Over the course of the last several weeks, I've posted several videos on freedoms from financial issues, from fitness issues, and from family or relationship issues. And I think those are the main three areas that people yearn to have or long for personal freedoms. And I think that this second chance is a perfect opportunity to represent the mesh in time we have right now between the end of spring and also the end of our Easter season. Now, if you're religious or not religious, just bear for me with a moment. If you have certain beliefs or not beliefs, I think you still might be able to find something interesting in the message that I'm about to share. So, when you think about the branches, or when I think about the branches of the same tree, religion, science, arts, I can't help to notice a certain correlation. First, there's nature, or science, if you will. I was in Big Bear Lake this weekend, or over the last week, with my family, and it's the end of the spring season, or beginning of the spring season, and the end of winter, and I couldn't help to notice, after a nice, beautiful day of snow, I was out barbecuing in the backyard, I looked at the tree, and I could see that the tree was very, very coarse and hard and very brittle. And at the same time, as I looked at the tree, there were little sprouts that were coming out of the tree. And so I knew then that nature was in the time of seasonal change, from winter dormancy, or what appeared to be death for several months, to this spring of life. And the correlation to that was this coming week. We just came off of a week of Easter, which in the Christian world represents the same exact thing. Now, is that a coincidence? I don't think so. So you see, Jesus, as the story is told, died on Good Friday on a cross for people's sins, much like we see in winter death. Then on Saturday, the Holy Saturday, he rested, and then on Sunday, he rose from the dead. 3 days later, he rose from the dead, or revived. He revived to new life. And I think that those two coincidences, if you will, are a wonderful lesson for us to really regain our second chance in life. But first, you must understand that in order to have your second chance, you must allow a certain part of yourself, of your personality, of your character to die. And that's hard for some people. It was hard for me. It was hard for my wife. For many years, we battled and struggled, and we were stuck in a torment of judgment and guilt and anger and jealousy. And for many years, we had lots of problems. We had Brittany for almost 15 years before we had another child. And when we were able to deal with, when we were able to allow those parts of our character, our personality, to actually die, the jealousy, first and foremost, the anger, the resentment, the past memories of previous heartbreaks, we were then able to allow life literally to spring forward. Remember that rabbit I was telling you about? How's this for a rabbit? Vicky and I, in the course of the last 4 years, going on 5 years, have had 4 children. Now, you talk about second chances. We never thought we were going to make it this far in our relationship. We never thought we were going to get to this point. And now we have the best relationship we could ever have imagined. And it's because we took the time to assess the areas of our lives that were not in our best interests. We allowed them then to die. And from that death, we created space in the world for us. And that space then brought forth life in the form of our 4 younger children. And it's no coincidence that their middle names represent everything that we're about life now: joy, love, peace, and faith. So to you, in this season of second chances, I offer you the opportunity to assess your life, to assess the things that don't fit with where you want to go, and question whether or not they are things that you should allow to die so you can create room for something else wonderful to enter into your life. This is Andrew Ramirez, the Bunny Rabbit, saying, here's to second chances. Thank you.